Hey everybody, I'm back and today I'm going to be trying more Brazilian chocolate. This video is meant to go along with my last video where I tried Brazilian snacks and sweets. So if you haven't seen that, you should definitely go watch it. This is the assorted box of Neugebauer chocolates. I previously did a video on Garoto chocolates that you can go watch. Where Garoto is the largest brand of chocolates in Brazil and much of Latin America, Neugebauer is the oldest brand of chocolates, having been founded in 1891 in the state of Rio Grande do Sul. The name Neugebauer really is German. The main waves of immigration to Rio Grande do Sul were from Italy and Germany, and so there is a large population of German and Italian descendants there. This box is called the Lembranças box. This has a bunch of classic chocolates that Neugebauer has produced over the years. So to get started, the first one that I'm going to try is called the Refeição chocolate. Refeição means meal in Portuguese, and this is a chocolate that's been produced since 1925. It comes in a nice bar, and it has the Neugebauer overlay on it. It's got a very curious taste to it for a chocolate bar. It almost tastes like it has some essence or some extract in it, but it doesn't appear to. It's extremely sugary and sweet, and it's got a little bit of an earthy kind of aftertaste to it. So of all the chocolate that I've had so far in my videos, I don't know that this one is my favorite. Next, I have another favorite called Stigadinho. This one is strawberry flavor. It comes in blocks, kind of like Toblerone or other chocolates that have fillings in them. And you can see it has a nice little pink filling to it. The Stigadinho is a lot creamier and smoother than the Refeição. I also have to comment that the artificial strawberry flavor is not overwhelming. Living in Spain, I'm used to artificial strawberry products being absolutely sickening and awful, but this strawberry flavor is actually quite smooth and quite nice. Next I have Amor Carioca, which just means Rio love, or love from Rio. Carioca is what inhabitants of Rio are called, and this is one of Neugebauer's most popular bonbons. It has a nice little bonbon shape, and the filling is supposed to be cashew filling, so let's try it. This has a really satisfying wafer crunch to it, but it has a really authentic cashew flavor. It doesn't taste like an extract, it actually tastes like cashew nuts. But the interesting thing about this is that the inside is just chocolate. It doesn't have a ground up sort of cashew filling. It is chocolate through and through. I decided to go with this next one because its name is kind of funny in English. It's called Love Me Thank You, which if somebody knows why it is called that or what the story behind it is, please leave me a comment. I would absolutely love to know. So this Love Me Thank You chocolate is supposed to be a caramel chocolate that has bits of rice in it. So it's a nice dark bar. It's very unassuming. It's not too sweet, but it's got a nice little crunch to it from the rice. And the flavor of the caramel is really subtle and smooth. The smooth, subtle flavoring seem to be a theme here, and I'm really, really liking it. It's also not strictly a milk chocolate. It's got a sweetened dark chocolate taste to it instead. I also have some chocolate balls called bibs. I don't know the specific story behind bibs, but I do know that they are beloved in Rio Grande do Sul and possibly throughout the rest of Brazil. These are peanut flavored, and immediately when you open the package, it smells like peanuts. It's got a dark kind of chocolate coating to it. It's a little smaller than an American Milk Dud and a little bit larger than an M&M. It's a chocolate covered peanut. There's not much more to it. It's not overly sugary. It's got a really nice subtle chocolate flavor. It's a lot like peanut M&Ms. Can't go wrong with that. So to compare with Garoto's Eat Coco, I have a Delírio. This is just a chocolate with a coconut filling. It's very similar. It's got a thin chocolate coating on the outside. The flavor of the coconut in this is a lot stronger than the Eat Coco from Garoto. It's a lot more comparable to a Bounty, but the difference that it has with Bounty is that the coconut is kind of sticky and chewy. It's got an immensely satisfying bite to it. I really like this. And just as a curiosity, the last one that I have here is called a Noi. This one, however, is a lime mousse flavor. There is something interesting here with the Portuguese, however, which is that it's called mousse de limão. In Brazil, they say limão to mean basically anything that we would consider a lemon or a lime. And then lima is something else, but in Portugal, a lima is just a small green fruit, and limão is the larger yellow kind. It's got a very similar outside to the Delírio. I think the only real difference between these and Delírios is what kind of flavors that they have inside of them. It has a really nice, subtle, sort of artificial lime flavor to it. It kind of reminds me of the Halloween candies that come in citric flavors that you might get as a kid. If I were to compare Neugebauer with Garoto, the main differences that I would say that I notice are that Neugebauer's flavors are a lot more subtle. Neugebauer tends to be a lot smoother and creamier than Garoto, whereas Garoto uses a lot more sugar and has a lot more of an intense, sugary, sweet flavor. But I am very curious to hear from the Brazilians who are watching this video what your favorite Brazilian chocolate is. Let me know in a comment. And that's all I have for this taste of more Brazilian chocolates, this time from Neugebauer. If you enjoyed this video, you might think about giving it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, you might think about subscribing. I also do a podcast that comes out every Monday called Bottom of the Mainstream, and I will see you next time.